From Atlanta, Georgia, we're live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're underway in Atlanta. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to Darnell Mooney. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air with Penix. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
Ball taken in at the 36. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They bring McLaurin in motion right. 1st and 10. Around to Robinson. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. 60 Bison. Go.
Now Daniels off the play action. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. So it's a home run that finishes their opening possession of this game, partner, and gets them on the scoreboard with 6.
And I think keeps all of us here in this building, in this booth, hoping they get the ball back soon, right? Not that we're rooting for anybody, but we root for the big play, for the home run. They just hit one.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 24. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
42-yard line.
Penix. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Complete out to the right. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. On 1st down, here's Penix. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Extra point by Kuhn is up and good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the jump.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Robinson on the inside give. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready? Steady Lions.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here we go, here we go.
On second down, Robinson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Play made there by Clark Phillips.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cougar 19.
Third down give to Eckler. Has the first and more inside the 45. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Matt Gay, the kickoff for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He's got the squibber. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Falcons take over. and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Now Penix off the play action. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons looking like they'll have to punt. Bradley Pinion on now to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Starts his return from the 23. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Running left is Robinson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Daniels from the pistol. He put everything he had into this one. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Lucky to still have this football, Brock. Now let's see if they can come through on 3rd down.
Come on.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his right. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field to keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complimentary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Penix looking to pass. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Louvu. And the Commanders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18, go.
Back to throw it. Dialing up a receiver screen. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He's trying to push the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return coming here from the 12. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go now. 70,
oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
On the tackle. An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at their 49-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
The toss now to Robinson. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 46. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's keeping it himself on the third down option. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's fourth down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Buys time, rolling right. He will be stopped now, but what to like about that effort?
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll get 18 yards there, and the Falcons will have a first.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Another carry for Robinson. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So they're left facing third and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. He's back to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. So we'll get it inside the 45-yard line before the return goes out. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
So we're through three here. It's the Commanders who hold the lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry this through the end.
Ready.
All right, I'll set up now. First and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Robinson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Running back sent in motion. This is Eckler on second. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Game's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. Showing a little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. On the give, here's Robinson. Cuts right. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
One play in, and this drive is already in the enemy territory. Going to the ground again on 1st. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Robinson again here on 2nd. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Penix on 1st down. Finds London on the slant. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Drake London with a touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time. The big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Eckler now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Eckler on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
19, 18. Stephanie. Make Cougar 19.
Hand off now to Robinson. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying with Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. On the move, headed right. Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And this one does not go far. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Ready?
They're going to toss it to Eckler. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Man in motion, headed right. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. The defense takes its third and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Come on. 19, Charger.
They're going to pass it here. That's dropped underneath to Eckler. And he gets the first down for the Commanders, and that should get them this victory as well.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now.
On first down, here's Eckler. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. Gotta hurry this to the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here he is to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's fourth down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up
Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out.
a 53-yard attempt.
The kick is off the mark, no good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the fourth.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say goodbye from Atlanta.